good to be back here, fandom. I am looking forward to it.
It's always good to be back in fandom. I just got off a little loss, but it's okay. I think.
First time playing Matthew here, so yeah, I look. I sometimes I show up and look. I'm look. I think I'm doing. I think if you see my streak on other leagues, I think I'm putting it together. So hopefully that manifests itself here. So we'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm as long as I don't play another retirement match, we'll be happy. Richie, I don't think I've played in anything else before, so I'm pretty excited to play someone new. This should be a good match.
Hello there.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Fandom Fights. I'm happy to be here. Excited to be here. I am Tim. Like I said, excited to be here. We got two good players here today. Matthew Chen, Richie Goodacre. Both on, not necessarily a losing streak, but coming off of losses. Richie said it well, I thought. He said, he's shown up before. I think that's true. He's had a couple really good wins in fandom, but just, a couple losses in a row. Needs to kind of get back up there. But Matthew as well, coming off the loss, but I think also, like Richie, a very good player, someone who knows a lot of stuff about a lot of stuff. So I'm looking forward to it. I think this could really be anybody's game. Let's get into it, starting with round number 1. It's going to work like this. There are going to be 10 questions from 10 random categories in the realm of Fandom Fights. Each question is worth 1 point a piece. If you get all 10 questions correct, you're going to be issued a bonus question to you, only to you. You get 3 repeats, 1 challenge for the match. Any questions from the competitors as we get started?
Nope.
All right. Your first question is going to come in the category of horror icons. In 2018's Halloween, Michael takes what object from Aaron's car after killing him? Just a friendly reminder, as always. Hands on screen, please, gentlemen. Thank you very much as we can. This movie's weird. I loved it when I saw it the first time. It's gone down a little bit each time I've seen it, but overall, still think it's pretty good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. We will start with Matthew.
I don't know if I'm thinking of the right character. I said Mask.
And Richie.
I thought it was a podcaster, so I said Mike.
It is the podcaster, but Mask is the correct answer. So Matthew hits that one. The next question is coming in the category of Pixar. Who voices Sully in Monsters University? This is the one where they go to university. Good movie. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Richie first on this one.
Still John Goodman.
And Matthew.
John Goodman.
John Goodman is correct. So both on the board. It is 2-1. Your next question is coming in the category of Marvel. In X-Men Apocalypse, whose leg does Apocalypse break during the final fight? Not fun. This movie or having your leg broken. Actually, that's not fair. There are some moments in this movie that are pretty fun, but overall, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Matthew.
Professor X.
And Richie.
That makes sense. I said Storm.
Both incorrect. We were looking for Quicksilver. Quicksilver. All right. Gentlemen, your next question coming in the category of DreamWorks. In which DreamWorks animation film does the title character drink a potion that turns them into a different species? Kind of cool, maybe, depending on the species. I had something else to say, but I can't. It would give away the answer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Richie.
Emperor's New Groove.
And Matthew.
I say Shrek 2.
Shrek 2 is the answer. So it is 3-1. Your next question is coming in the category of sci-fi icons. In 2007's Transformers, the Decepticon Frenzy disguises himself as what kind of small object to sneak into the Hoover Dam? It's a lot of words. I'm sorry. I wrote that one too, and it was words. Usually I try to keep it concise. At that time, I'm tired. Okay. It's been a day. It has been a day, people. Miss Nick. 5, 4.
Can I get a repeat on that?
Yes, you can. That is your first repeat question again. In 2007's Transformers, the Decepticon Frenzy disguises himself as what kind of small object to sneak into the Hoover Dam? Watched a couple of movies today. Went and saw a movie before work. Can't talk about it yet. Although by the time this comes out, I can. Interesting. Legally, I don't know how that works. Second, though, Maggie and I watched Anaconda this evening. What a picture. What a picture. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to Matthew.
I don't know. Toy car.
And Richie.
Is it Bosch?
Both incorrect. We're looking for a cell phone. Cell phone.
Yeah.
All right. Next question is coming in the category of Disney animation. In Zootopia 2, it is revealed that what kind of animal created the weather walls in Zootopia? I have seen this movie 94 times. Not actually, but my daughter watches it a lot. This was her first movie in the cinema. We had a grand old time. And ever since it's been out on digital, we've watched it a lot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Richie.
Snake.
And Matthew.
Snake.
Snake is correct. 4-2. Your next question is coming in the category of creature features. In which creature features film does a character give their father an experimental drug designed to cure Alzheimer's? I started another film before this match. I'm going to finish it after this match. It's a film I've seen before, but pretty underrated, so I'm going to throw it out there. It's not a Fandom film. It's called Let Him Go. Stars Kevin Costner, Diane Lane. Like a kind of a Western, but it's very good. Slow burn, good drama film if you're interested in feeling sad for 2 hours. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Matthew.
Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
And Richie.
It's a Sid the Animator.
Rise of the Planet of the Apes is correct. So Matthew expands his lead as we get into the next question in the category of James Bond. Who directed Spectre? This is a movie about Spectre. I mean, there's some. I feel like there's more than one of those. Maybe. But this is the one called it. for sure. It's for sure called a spectacle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We are going to go to Richie.
Sam Mendes.
And Matthew.
Sam Mendes.
Sam Mendes is correct. Still a 3-point game, 6-3 as we get into your penultimate question. Who appears in the films Iron Man 3, Solo, A Star Wars Story, and Daredevil? Ooh, those are 3 films. I think those are 3 films that I've given 3 stars to. Though, actually, one of those might be a 4-star film. I don't know. Depends on the day you ask me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. Let's go to Matthew.
Jon Favreau.
And Richie.
That's a good guess.
Jon Favreau is correct. Next question is coming in the category, your final question actually is in the category of American Spies. American Spies. Your question is, what type of vehicle is Gabriel in just before dying in Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning? To use a previous joke that Nick hates, this is the film where the reckoning is final. It was dead earlier. Now it's final. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. Let's go to Richie.
Plane.
And Matthew.
Plane.
Plane is correct. So at the end of round number 1, we have Matthew in the lead with 8, Richie with 4. So it is a 4-point game as we get into round number 2. Round number 2, it's going to work like this. I'm going to bring in the wheel from wheeldecide.com. Each player is going to have a chance to spin the wheel. If they like what they spin, they can keep it, or they can choose to spin again, but they must keep whatever they spin the second time. Each question is worth 2 points apiece. Unless you check down the multiple choice, then it will be worth only 1 point. Stealing is available in this round. Categories on the wheel today are Pixar, Sci-Fi Icons, Disney Animation, The Paranormal, Fight Night, Epic Adventures, Law and Order, and Mixed Bag. Matthew, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin or defer to Richie?
I'll defer.
Okay, this will be the spin for Richie. And it lands on Mixed Bag. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
I think it's too much of a risk, so I'll go spin again.
Okay, this is what you're going to be stuck with, Richie. And it lands on Disney Animation.
Yeah.
All right, Richie, I'll be giving you your questions in Disney Animation because I'm the only one that's here. Are you ready for them?
Yep.
Okay, your first question. Which Disney animated film features an island called Matu Fitu?
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Treasure Planet, B, Atlantis, The Lost Empire, C, Strange World, or D, Moana 2.
Moana 2.
That is correct for 1 point. And just a reminder, Richie, keep your hands up like that. Perfect. Thank you, sir. All right, your next question, Richie. Who voices the bird Wilbur in The Rescuers Down Under?
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Rick Moranis, B, Bill Pullman, C, John Candy, or D, Mel Brooks.
D, Mel Brooks.
That is incorrect. Matthew, chance for a 1-point steal. Is it A, Rick Moranis, B, Bill Pullman, C, John Candy, or D, Mel Brooks?
John Candy.
That is correct for a 1-point steal. All All right, Richie, your next question. In Oliver and Company, Sykes is killed when he is hit by what type of transportation?
Car.
That is incorrect. Matthew, chance for a 2-point steal.
Train.
Train is correct for a 2-point steal. All right, Richie, your next question. In Wreck-It Ralph, the Bad Anon meetings take place inside of what game?
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Tapper, B, Dig Dug, C, Galaga, or D, Pac-Man.
Dig Dug.
That is incorrect. Matthew, chance for a 1-point steal. Is it A, Tapper, B, Dig Dug, C, Galaga, or D, Pac-Man?
Pac-Man.
That is correct for a 1-point steal. And Richie, your final question. After growing to an incredible height at Rabbit's house, what type of food does Alice eat from his garden in order to shrink back down in Alice in Wonderland?
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, carrot, B, cabbage, C, radish, or D, tomato.
Radish.
That is incorrect. Matthew, chance for a 1-point steal. Is it A, carrot, B, cabbage, C, radish, or D, tomato?
D.
D, tomato is incorrect. We were looking for A, carrot. All right, so at the end of Richie's turn, he gets his total up to 5. With the steals, Matthew is at 12. So we will bring back the wheel. This will be the spin for Matthew. And it lands on mixed bag. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
I think let's take it. Let's take it. Yeah.
All right. I like the spiciness. All right. Matthew, I'll be giving you your questions in mixed bag because once again, I am the only one here. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, your first question. Which MCU film was the first to feature the casket of Ancient Winters?
Thor.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. Who voices Moses in The Prince of Egypt? Five, 4, 3.
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Jeff Goldblum, B, Val Kilmer, C, Brad Pitt, or D, George Clooney.
Val Kilmer.
That is correct for 1 point. Your third question. In Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer, Johnny first chases the surfer when he interrupts what specific event?
Specific is throwing me off. I'll go multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, UN peace conference, B, Victor's funeral, C, Reed and Sue's wedding, or D, a Fantastic Four meet and greet.
Okay. C.
That is correct for 1 point. Your penultimate question. In what type of location does Dean cut his own throat in 2010's A Nightmare on Elm Street?
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, hospital, B, school, C, jail, or D, diner.
Diner.
That is correct for 1 point. And your final question in the category of mixed bag. How does the shark die in Jaws 3D?
Multiple choice.
Your options are A, shot, B, impaled, C, explosion, D, cut in half.
I'll say explosion.
And your winner by way of knockout, Matthew Chen. The answer was explosion. So, wow, dominant performance there for Matthew. I believe going 8 out of 10 in round number 1, which was really great round 1. And listen, some of those questions were tough. Richie getting 4 out of 10, I thought was a pretty good round 1. I thought he did well in round 1, but just the wheel spin. Who knows whether he would have done better in that mixed bag round or not, but the Disney animation, it was a tough category for him, and that is a category that Matthew's good at. We know Matthew's good at the Disney stuff, so he was able to pick up those steals, spin in round 2, and just kind of go for it and take it to secure the knockout. Pretty incredible, but I don't think Richie should hang his head too much. I think he'll get the next one. It was pretty great. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time with more Fandom Fights. Until then.
I got the vibe that, I was like, that I picked the, Matthew category, but I would give it a go. I was aiming for maybe like Fight Night.
I usually don't do that well in round 1, so I'm pretty proud of myself for getting 8 there. And I think what this came down to was just that Richie got an unlucky wheel spin. I feel like this would have been a much closer game had he gotten one of his better categories.
Sometimes I gotta trust my gut a bit more. There's maybe things that sometimes there's things I know, and then I just to be safe, I go multiple choice.
I do think that this is good momentum going into my next match, and I have been re-upping some of those categories that have been in fandom for a long time that I just had kind of forgotten about, and so hopefully that will help me out in the future, and we'll see if I make it to a title. I don't know.